All right, you guys, this your boy back at y'all with another one. Let's get down to business. All right, so later on today, the Los Angeles Clippers and Los Angeles Lakers are going to get at it. Uh, you know, and obviously there'll be no LeBron James, there'll be no Anthony Davis. Andre Drummond will be out as well with a toe. Clippers. I think the only guy that may not get a chance to play is Patrick Beverly. What's up, Nico Trinity? Salute to you. Rondo, however, will be making his debut for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, this will be extra motivation for him, considering that just last year he was on the Los Angeles Lakers and helped them win the championship. Rondo went to the Atlanta Hawks in free agency. Oh, Serge Ibaka's not playing. That's right. Serge Ibaka's not playing because of his back. Shout out to the Queen, Juanetta Thomas in the building. Good morning to you. So Patrick Beverly's out. They have no Serge Ibaka. Marcus Morris, I know he was questionable. Paul George was questionable because he didn't play the last game either. So there's injuries on both sides. But I can see Paul George playing this game. I can see Marcus Morris playing this game, considering his brother plays on the other side. So Serge Ibaka will be out with the back. So we got a matchup here where the Lakers will have no answers for Kawhi Leonard. They're gonna try their best to, limit Kawhi, but they don't have anybody on that team that can stop Kawhi. I want to see DeMarcus Cousins play because apparently he has signed them on a 10-day contract, which is beyond unbelievable for a guy in DeMarcus Cousins' caliber to be signing 10-day contracts, but it is what it is. So the matchup outside of Kawhi, the matchup I'm more intrigued to see is Kyle Kuzma. Will he step up in this matchup? That's the person who I'm really looking forward to take the next step. Look, Dennis Schroeder is going to be Dennis Schroeder. He's going to be a Tasmanian devil with that ball, being a ball hog. And I keep telling everybody this about that guy, right? He's a Tasmanian devil. He's not a floor general, unlike Rondo, who is a floor general, who will put people in the right spots. He will dictate the flow of the offense on the Clippers side of the ball. I mean, if you look at the Lakers came off a win against the Sacramento Kings, all right? Sacramento Kings, they're horrible, okay? So, I mean, I don't really know hold no win like that in that regard. The Lakers supposed to beat the Kings. But it's games like this where I will hold the Lakers in high regard if they're able to pull this one out. I'm looking for Montrezl Harrell to step up. He knows this team. This would be extra motivation for Montrezl Harrell, considering that he played on the Clippers last year. So if anybody knows the ins and outs of that team, will be him. So while I think the Clippers will win the game today, it will be a lot closer than what a lot of people think. This will be a very close game, unless the Lakers just go out there and just completely crap the bed. This game, I think, will be a lot closer than what people think, because if there's one person that knows the ins and outs of this team, is Montrezl Harrell, right? And somebody on the Lakers got to step up, right? I mean, you got Kuzma, Schroeder, and goddamn Trez, but who else on the Lakers going to step up, right? Will it be a Marcus Morris? Will it be a Caldwell Pope? Will it be Alex Caruso? One of those guys got to take the bull by the horns on this offense, because if they don't, it's going to be a long day for them, right? Also, they're allowing fans at Staples Center, yeah. Horton Tucker, I want to say Horton Tucker. I want to say Horton Tucker has a good game today, but I think they're going to try to keep him out of the paint. Right? You got rim protection with Zubac, and I think their idea is to keep Horton Tucker out of the paint. They're gonna make him a jump shooter. He can't shoot, so I mean, if he goes out there and shoots the ball well today, then that opens things up from an offensive standpoint, because then it will allow him to drive to the cup. But as long as he has his inability to shoot the ball, then they're going to make him a jump shooter. Rondo and Luke Kennard. Look, if Paul George plays, then Luke Kennard will be a non-factor. Okay, I know he had a couple good games with Paul George being out, but truth be told, Luke Kennard is a colossal bust. Okay, that was a really bad signing by the Clippers. That was a really bad signing. $64 million. $64 million extension, you give him that, and you give that to Marcus Morris. And the thing about it is, they can't trade him now. They can't trade him till at least after the season. Now, who's going to take on Luke Kennard's contract? Yeah, JMJ, the Clippers got Ibaka, but he's not playing today because of his back. So there's that. So I'm gonna pull up some numbers. I like numbers. I like numbers. So this is the projected starting lineup with Drummond in there. I thought Drummond was going to be out. Either way. So this is projected starting lineup with Schroeder, Morris, Caldwell Pope, Kuzma, and I don't know about this Drummond thing, because Drummond is supposed to be out like 2 games, so this should change. Maybe a Marc Gasol or something like that, right? Marc Gasol is frustrated with his role on the Lakers or whatever like that, right? So I see this more being Marc Gasol, and then Trez come off the bench, right? So that's the most likely scenario, because Andre Drummond's supposed to be out, unless some news came down that I'm not worried about. Let me see. Yeah. So Andre Drummond's going to miss 1 to 2 games with a big toe contusion. Now that's a report that came down from CBS Sports. So disregard Andre Drummond being the starting center for today's game. That's actually going to go to Marc Gasol. Okay. Marc Gasol plays usual 20 minutes. And then Trez will come in and play the lion's share of the center minutes. So if I'm playing fantasy basketball today, I know that they got Vooch. And Vooch is on the man. That on FanDuel today, they got a really hard decision you got to make. So you can play Montrezl Harrell against his former team, or you get the Brooklyn bump with Vooch against the Brooklyn Nets. All right. Anyway, so outside of goddamn Andre Drummond, the rest of the guys are good to go. And Paul George is questionable too. So if he doesn't play, then there's Luke Kennard. But I suspect he plays today. I think Marcus Morris plays today. So everything else is good to go outside of Drummond. Right? So that's the projected starting lineup. Let's look at the pace of the. Then we're going to show you the pace. Right? That'll give us an idea. This will give us an idea of how the game flow is going to go down. Yeah, I think Kawhi Leonard off ball. I agree with that. So we go back here. As you can see, so the only reason why there isn't a total out yet for the Lakers is because there's a couple injury statuses that Vegas is trying to clear up before they give the implied total. Oh, hold on, they did. So there it is right here, 101.5. This is the live total right now. So they're thinking the Clippers going to win by at least 11 points today. Shout out to Supreme Finesse. Salute to you in the building this morning. Right? So they think the Clippers going to win this game by a blowout. I just don't think the Lakers is going to get blown out. I think the Lakers going to come to play today, especially Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell wants nothing more than to stick it to his former team. And I think for that reason right there alone, I think the Lakers keeps this game close. So, if I was a betting man, right, I will bet the Lakers to cover the spread. I think they cover the spread. That's just me. If you do sports betting, you do you. But me personally, I think the Lakers cover the spread. Now, let's go to some statistics here. So the Clippers run at a. So these are two slow-paced teams, right? Now, back in the day, 97 possessions a game would have been like really, really fast pace. But that just goes to show you the times that we're in, right? These two teams run at an extremely slow pace, as you can tell by the 97 possessions a game. Now, if you compare that to like the Golden State Warriors, right, they run at a breakneck pace. Teams like the Warriors, the Wizards, the Brooklyn Nets, they run at a breakneck pace. Right? Now, this game is supposed to have an over-under of 215, right? So, given the pace, the matchup, while I think the Lakers cover the spread, I think this game goes under the 215 total. I just don't think this goes above 215. What's up, 3000 Degrees, Jacob James, Lamar Jackson, Electric Grid? What's up with y'all? Appreciate y'all for being up here today, right? So we have a 215 total, only a 97.9. Lakers run at a 99.2, so neutral pace game. So the projected pace is at 90, close to 99 possessions. Can I see it under 200? I won't go that far. I can see it. I can see going above 200, like maybe like a well. Well, if the final score is 99-88, then yeah, it can. I can see this be under 200. I just don't think the Lakers will have enough offensive firepower, and the fact that there's a slow-paced game, that I can see this being under 200. So I'm looking for the Lakers to cover the spread and the game being under 200. So that's my sort of sports betting column today. But I do think the Clippers win the game, though. So if, I would bet the money line. If you're gonna bet the Clippers to win the game, then just bet the money line. For the spread, I like the Lakers to cover the spread, and I like the under on the 215. You say the ref's gonna have their Lakers jersey on? I don't know. I don't agree with that, but the referee's been under a lot of scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they're gonna have. I'm wondering, since they're gonna have fans in the game and all that, right? This is just conspiracy theory, right? So you can take this with a grain of salt or a pinch of salt, whatever. So Juanetta Thomas, alluded to the fact that they're going to have fans at the game, right? Just what if LeBron James plays in this game? I know he got the high ankle sprain and all that, but I'm just throwing that out there. If they're going to have fans at the game, what if LeBron James all of a sudden toughs this out and plays today? Just throwing that out there. Now, I'm not talking about, I'm standing on that. What if he plays today? Just what if? Let's think about that, y'all. What if he plays today? Because they're going to have fans at the game, right? Now, he's been questionable all year with that ankle injury, right? I know he hurt it in the Atlanta game. But what if he takes a shot, a cortisol shot or whatever, and plays today? AD won't be back. AD's not back today. Yeah, I'm going to lock my bet in too, bro. I might go ahead and I'm just throwing that out there. Now, is it likely to happen? Probably not. But hey, when it comes to him, that dude, LeBron, nothing's a certainty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you thought it was next week? I thought it was okay. Okay. So yeah, I think the Clippers win this game today. And the money line. So right now the money line is at 670 for the Clippers, 490 for the Lakers. As a 10.5 point spread with an over under. Now the total's at 214. So what site do we use to bet? So you can go on FanDuel, DraftKings. You can go on Monkey Knife Fight. Um, well, not Monkey Knife Fight, Provada. You can go anywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? You can go anywhere to place a bet. I'm gonna take the Lakers at 10.5. I'm taking the under. Right. Yeah, me too. Wow. So let's talk about the other games, right? Yeah, yeah. The Clippers been off the last couple of days. They lost. They came off a disappointment. One at a Thomas. One at a Thomas. I'm sad. I'm sad. You know why? One at a Thomas. I'm gonna tell you why I'm sad. One at a Thomas. And this is what pissed me off. Right. So one at a Thursday night, I placed a $10 bet. Right. I did a parlay. Right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up. I want y'all to see the fucking wrecking that one at a Thomas's Clippers did me on Thursday night. Right. Let me see. I want y'all to see this shit. Because I'm really steaming from this shit, boy. Straight up. Look at this right here, right? On the right. So if you look off to the right, I put a $10 bet in, right? On the 16 parlay. Guess who cost me a shot at $392? On a $10 bet. Guess who cost me a shot at $392? You guessed it, the freaking Clippers. The freaking Clippers cost me a chance to win $392, man. All they had to do was cover the spread. They couldn't even do that. Pissed me off. Now, since we here on this FanDuel sports betting website and shit, I figured since I already gave my breakdown the Clippers Lakers game, and I think the Clippers going to win. I think the Lakers will cover the spread, and it's going to be an under 215, right? I think Kawhi Leonard's going to have a monster game. Little less so if Paul George plays, but anyway. So let's go to let's break these games down. All right, so Brooklyn going to Chicago, right? 225 over under, 225 and a half over under. They favored by 4. Now, I like the Brooklyn Nets to, I'm gonna lock this one in. I'm gonna pound this. I think they win more by more than 4 points. Well, James Harden got the hamstring injury. He got the hamstring. Now, if you want to do things the safe way, just bet the money line. But I think the Brooklyn Nets win by more than 4 points. All right, I said the Lakers going to cover the 10.5-point spread. Charlotte Hornets and the Boston Celtics. Gordon Hayward was out for 4 weeks. So without Gordon Hayward, without LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier going back to the Garden and all that. They say the Boston Celtics will. Mm, So let's see. You know what? Boston's been disappointing this year. I'm just going to bet the money line. Let's go bet the money line and call it a day. Right? Yeah, KD does come back tomorrow. Yep, that's true. KD comes back tomorrow. Like my brother Ticket pointed out yesterday. Then we got the Grizzlies and the Sixers. So the Sixers on a back-to-back. Joel Embiid's not playing tomorrow today on his back-to-back. He just returned from injury last night. He got dunked on really bad by Karl Anthony Towns. Oh my God, have mercy. Right? So 3.5 points, over under 224.5. Now this is a tricky game, right? Sixers played pretty good defense and whatnot, But the Memphis Grizzlies, this is a pesky team, man. I actually believe that the Grizzlies, man, that's a tough one right there, man. I don't know if I will bet that one. I just don't know. I want to say the Sixers win this game, but then again, I expected them to beat Portland without Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, and fucking and whatever, and they end up losing that game. You know what? My balls the size of fucking elephants, so I'm gonna take the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies beat them and all that. I think the Grizzlies beat the fucking Sixers tonight. Now, I'm not gonna bet the spread because I just don't know. This is a funky game. Golden State and Atlanta, 227 over under. Golden State's actually favored by 2. I'm gonna take the Hawks. I think the Hawks beat the Golden State Warriors tonight. These two teams, these two teams run at a contrasting pace. Atlanta slowed down the pace ever since Nick McMillan got there, and the Golden State Warriors run at a breakneck pace. I think Curry will be back for this game because he didn't play the Friday night, so I think he'll be back. Draymond Green, his little pinky finger, he'll be back. So there's that. So I think, but I still think the Atlanta Hawks beat the Golden State Warriors tonight. This is Kent Bazemore revenge game. Kent Bazemore, did play a lot of his time with the Atlanta Hawks. For what it's worth, the only time you play Kent Bazemore is in a large field GPP. You're trying to win like $100,000, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He's some crazy off the board play. But I wouldn't dare touch him in no player props or none of that shit. But yeah, I actually got the Atlanta Hawks winning this game. But who knows? Golden State might find some nuts. Next, we got the plus they ain't got no answers for Clint Capella. They ain't got no answers for Clint Capella. So yeah, I do think Atlanta wins this game. So I just take the, I just do the money line. I'm not going to do the spread. I'm just going to do the money line. But then again, I see them beating them by, whatever. I got heart of a lion, nuts of an elephant. Obviously, I'm taking this spread. Especially if Lonzo, he has been playing better. If Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, and Zion comes back, I think the Pelicans win by more than 5. Right? The Denver Nuggets, I actually like Orlando. Oh, this could be Aaron Gordon revenge game right here. He was traded to the Nuggets. The Orlando Magic are depleted right now. They just got their head blown off by Utah last night. Y'all know the halftime score last night was 78-40. Y'all know that halftime score last night was 78-40. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas does make his debut today for the Pelicans. I think he'll be, I don't see him having no impact though. To be honest with you, that's just me personally. But yeah, Draymond Green's a bitch, man. I don't like that motherfucker, man. Fuck him. So those are my picks. I'm only gonna play like a $10. No, I'm not gonna do $100. I'm gonna do $30 bet. See my bankroll. My bankroll. You know what I'm saying? My bankroll came off a $1,400 win on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna probably do like a $30 bet. All these stars gonna have to align for me to win almost $1,200 today. So I mean, all these stars gonna have to align. So there's my breakdown for the day, y'all. You guys let me know what y'all think about the slate of games today, especially the Clippers and Lakers. To me, that's the main attraction. I appreciate y'all for being up here this morning. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. I'll come back later on. We're gonna chop it up. This your boy. Scream at me.